Hello. Oh, I'm trying to keep myself warm here. I'm freezing. Got a cat bundled up next to me, wrapped in some rugs. How's you, darling? Hi, guys. It's your birthday next week. Did you know that? You're 20. Yes, you. I'm just showing everyone the cat. Oh, hi, cat. Hi, Constantine. Hi, darling. Hi, Tina. I'll call you Tina. Hi, Evs. Hi, Leonie, darling. I stalked the leg so Facebook couldn't fail me again. I stalked the leg. What do you mean the leg? It's my birthday next week too. Oh, well, it's my cat's birthday. Look, she's bundled up here in a... Seppi. Oh, she's all bundled up in a little blanket. It's her 20th birthday on Saturday. Oh, darling. She loves it. She's all cozy. And whose birthday is it next week? Ananya. Oh, Ananya, darling. Lovely. Good afternoon from sunny Arctic Circle. You're in the Arctic Circle? Are you really? Holy shit. How cool. I listened to what you said about writing the old story about me and my childhood and relationships. I wrote the opposite and made that the new story. I cried happy tears a few days after doing them. Oh, wonderful, darling. Wonderful. Oh, yours is on Saturday too, with my cat. Oh, you're both the 17th. Oh, how lovely. I'm going to spend it with my SP. Oh, lovely, darling. Mine next Saturday too. Really? You've all got the same birthday as my cat. How cool. The Queen is back. Ah, Alex, you talk about me or yourself? All of us. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Tinker on the Moon. Oh, Marianne, I got your email, darling, about wanting one-to-one coaching. Look, I'm going to think about it, guys, if I do open up just a few slots a week, maybe 2 or 3. I'll think about it. I'll let you know next week, okay, guys? Hi, Katie Marie. I affirmed SP would ask to hang out with me this weekend, but he hasn't asked, just been messaging. Well, don't worry, darling. See it all as good movement. See it all as movement. The messaging is good. See it all as movement. Hi, Loz. It's going so great after our call. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, sis. What's happening? Both SPs are conforming so well. I shall treat them both. Good boys. Go me. Yes, Kat. You shall treat them both. Doing 21 days sleep affirmation and feels SP moving further away. Oh, no, really? Why are you saying they're moving further away, darling? What are they doing in the 3D that's making you feel that way? Stop reading into it. Maybe you're reading into things that aren't even there. Maybe you're imagining stuff. It's normally what happens. My friend who flirts with my SP is going to be at my birthday party. Oh, I'm the only one he wants. Who cares about the friend? Guys, you've got to step into the state of, I'm the only one he wants. I'm so fucking lovable. No one is competition to me. There is no competition in my reality. If you see her as competition and care that she flirts with your SP, then it'll be a competition for you, darling. My best friend disappeared 3 weeks ago. No replies to my messages or calls. Not like her. Oh, that's weird. Start saying, she loves talking to me. She's always calling and texting me. She loves being my BFF. Say things like that. What Dylan James affirmation video would you recommend? I don't recommend any of them, guys. I've only listened to one. And it didn't do much for me because it's not specific to me. You guys do them because a lot of you haven't had calls with me and you don't know what self-concept affirmations to do, so you just do self-concept ones. I listened to it, didn't do anything to me, didn't affect me in any way, which meant it literally wasn't working because it didn't mean anything to me. People can give you generalized self-concept affirmation, guys. It literally won't help you. I am wanted. I am loved. Great, Dylan. But that might not be my issue. I might have body dysmorphia or have been abused, and feeling wanted isn't my problem. You know what I mean? Like, you've got to be specific, guys. You've got to figure out what yours are, and I would record them yourself if I were you. But if you really want to do the Dylan James ones, ask in the group, because I actually have only heard one, and I was asleep for most of it. So I just haven't listened to them, guys. Sorry. What's this, Sarah? Sarah, I have something to say to you. I saw your post in the Facebook group, and it concerned me. You said something about, I went to a medium, and I'm changing up all my affirmations. I'm going to change them. Why are you doing that? Can you tell me? Because that's not what I would recommend. Tell me why you're doing that, darling. What do you mean you're going to change them? Just to clarify that, because I was really confused by your comment. I've been manifesting you open slots. Oh my God. Have you, darling? I have every day, every morning, did money affirmations, and my team is winning. Business is booming. Oh, wonderful, Ruby. Love it. That makes so much sense. I'm always wanted for the wrong reasons, so I need to work on that. Yeah, you can say I am wanted, and guys might just want to sleep with you. Well, that ain't going to help you. I'm so irresistible won't help you if you're always friends with benefits. I'm so wanted won't help you if you're friends with benefits and always get treated as not the girlfriend. I'm admired. I'm cherished. I'm put up on a pedestal. I've always been given all the love I need. That would be different than I'm wanted. You see what I'm saying? They had to be really specific to you guys. Like for me, I don't want to say I'm wanted because I've always been in kind of things that have been sexual. I don't want to be a sexual being. So I don't want to have any affirmations that sound sexual. In my head, that sounds a bit sexual to me. So I wouldn't say that one. See? The DP, though, he is searching. What is this? I was working on my subconcept in such a way that it just didn't fit what I wanted. Oh, you're talking about the old SP? The SP, though, he is searching. What do you mean, Ruby? I feel like as subconscious is getting better, my friend is getting jealous and moving away. Look, guys, sometimes this happens. It's a sad part of the reality of working on your self-concept. Sometimes people will react not favorably, as in friends who used to use you or overuse your kindness or take from you when you're an overgiver or be more confident than you and they don't like your new confidence. Now, that could also be because you have an assumption that they don't like it and you have an assumption that people won't like than you and it's more likely to be that. So get rid of that assumption, okay? Stop saying they don't like it, okay? How do I stop my SP from bringing up my past relationships? It's none of their fucking business, Simran. Why do you have someone who's so up in your business? Why do you think you're not good enough that you could have someone who pries into your life like that? Work on you, darling. Set your boundaries in your mind. No one asks me what I don't want to tell them. No one pries into my past. I am in control of what happens to me and I'm in control of every relationship I'm in. I run this shit. No one asks me anything I don't want to tell them. Start saying those things to me. And I know it's my inner thoughts doubting. What, Sarah? So what? Basically, the medium said, my manifestation is working but isn't strong enough. And I know it's my inner thoughts doubting. Okay, so it's working. That's why I didn't want you to change it. So when I read it, it really distressed me seeing you saying, I'm going to change it. I don't want you to change them. You can make them stronger. I am so motherfucking special. I am the goddamn goddess of the world. Make them stronger, but I wouldn't change them. Because they are working. If you start throwing out the baby with the bathwater, if you change them all up, please don't change them. I've kept some of my affirmations, but I've just pulled some from what you originally gave me. Okay. They are working, Sarah, so I wouldn't. Look how much attention you've got from guys. Look what happened with your SP. I wouldn't be, just because I don't know why you would take anything a medium said to you seriously about your thoughts. They're reflecting your thoughts. They're not talking about a dead person. So they're reflecting you and your doubt. So why are you even changing it? Doesn't make any sense to me. SP almost there. I can just feel it. What's going to take to get to SP to take the step in contact? What's it going to take? How the fuck do I know, darling? Why are you asking me? You've got to commit your subconscious mind that they are coming towards you, that you are already together. Have you done that? Or are you thinking, I'm waiting? If you're in waiting mode, that won't help you. I want you to imagine they're here already. Okay? She told me Ryan is still angry. No, Sarah, she doesn't know that Ryan is still angry. That's you thinking Ryan's still angry because of what happened at the cinema when he didn't talk to you and talk to the other people instead of you. It's your thoughts about him. They're the same as psychics, darling. Unless they're talking to dead people and telling you about your grandma who died, they're just reflecting your thinking in the same way that a psychic does. Don't worry about it. It upset me. Well, of course it fucking did. I don't even know why you went. Owen told me it was my thoughts. Yes. But she said my nan was supporting me and pushing me to be confident. Well, that's true. Spirit can tell you shit about that, but they can't tell you shit about what Ryan's doing. I don't think anyway. I think they can just tell you about themselves. Mediums just read your energy. Yes, guys. Where do I call? Here on Facebook, or do you need a number? No. I call you, Olivia. Are you on the live? I call you, darling. How can I make sure the old story stays dead? You've just got to think of the new story, new story, new story, new story, new story. Every time the old story jumps in. Sorry, guys, I'm so tired. Can you tell how tired I am? I had 2 glasses of wine and a piece of cake, and I am in a carb coma. This is how I get when I have sugar. I'm just like a zombie. And plus, I woke up at 3:30 and got out of bed. Could you tell me what I'm going to do tomorrow then? How the fuck do I know, Milo? I'm not a psychic. Is this called subconscious laws or psychic laws? Do I look like a psychic to you? I find it so hard not to react to 3D. Well, try, darling, try. Those affirmations being an early riser and affirmations of discipline at the gym, please. Well, I'm an early riser now, and I never have been in my whole life. And I just say now, I'm a morning person. I never used to be. I say to people now, I'm a morning person now. It's weird. It's coming out of my mouth. But I say it like it's fact, and it is. I mean, this morning I woke up at 3:30, lay there for 2 hours, and then went, well, I guess it's 5 a.m. I'll get out of bed on a Sunday. And it was pitch black outside. Just say that. And then just say, I get all my workouts done every week. I never miss a workout. Say things like that, darling. I am so motivated. But yeah, it's kicked me not into knowing my negative thoughts are still there. Well, guys, of course they're still there. Don't worry about it, Sarah. Don't beat yourself up. You've got a big beating yourself up thing, Sarah. I don't want you to beat yourself up at all ever again. It doesn't matter what I do. I can't fuck this up. I don't put myself down. I don't beat myself up. I want them to be 2 new affirmations you put in. Stop beating yourself up. Loz, SP says one day he loves me and then he don't hear from him for a week. It's your hot and cold thinking, darling. You've got to stop thinking that 1 minute he loves you and 1 minute he doesn't. 1 minute he's going to contact, 1 minute he's scared he won't. Get your thinking in order and start thinking he's hot for you and only hot for you and no hot and cold. Same. I wake up early all the time now. Wish it happened in high school. Oh my God, I couldn't get out of bed before 10 a.m. until I moved back to Perth. Seriously, you ask people, I'd be a night owl working until 2 a.m. and get up at 10. And the whole way through school, I was late every day for school because I could not drag my ass out of bed. And now I can't sleep in. I just lie there and go, well, it's 6 a.m. on a Sunday. I guess I better get out of bed. Even though it's Sunday, maybe I'll lie here a bit longer and I'll lie there and then go, oh, fuck this. And I can't stay there longer than 9 a.m. On a Sunday. I'm just like, well, no. And I've been awake for hours. I'm forcing myself to do a lie-in. It doesn't work. How do I get past my blocks when I don't know what they are? I'm trying so hard with affirming. Darling, you don't have blocks. I don't know what fucking idiot you've been listening to. There's no such thing as a block. The blocks are just your negative thinking, your resistant thought. There's no such thing as a block. Anyone tells you you've got blocks and I'll unblock you, give me $500, is a fucking charlatan. You don't have blocks. What you've got is you're not using the right affirmations to delve into your childhood shit because you're probably just using some Dylan James crap that's really, really general and you're not getting to the core of your crap. And that's why you feel like you're blocked because you don't understand what the actual issue is. What are your childhood issues? Have you investigated those? You've got to affirm against them specifically. Then all those fucking blocks will go away, trust me, because your affirmations will actually start to affect you. My best friend called me insecure because I said I wouldn't be comfy with a girl getting too excited over my boyfriend's looks. Like, he is so cute. Hang on. Oh my God, am I really insecure for that? Well, darling, look, if you think she thinks you're insecure, then she'll think that. The way this works is if you think other people think you're insecure, then it'll come out of their mouth. If you think you're insecure, then it'll come out of their mouth. If you think you've said the wrong thing, then what they'll say is, the thing you just said is kind of wrong. It's because you don't feel secure in yourself, in what you say, or in what people feel about you and think about you, and therefore you'll read into what people say, or you'll actually get them criticizing you in the 3D. Were you criticized a lot, darling, when you were a child by your parents, or do you have really strict parents? That's probably why. And so even friends will criticize you. And you're used to it because you got criticised as a child, isn't that? Do you recommend Kimberly's? Yes, darling. What's your take on twin flames? It's complete bullshit, guys. And I have nothing to fear. I always get what I want. Yes. Yes, Sarah. How do I get to the core of my childhood issues? Guys, you have got to investigate them. Sit for 20 minutes and just think. Think all the thoughts that you're thinking, then write them down. Then look at them and think, holy shit, look at this crap that's in my brain. Half of this is negative. In fact, probably 90%. He's not coming back. No one loves you. Relationships never work out for you. You're a piece of shit. God, your thighs are fat. My foot hurts. I'm hungry. He's never coming back. This manifestation stuff doesn't work. You're an idiot. Write them all down and then think, well, where's that coming from? I'm an idiot. Oh, well, my dad is telling me I was stupid. Where am I getting this? He will never come back. Oh, because he said, don't get your hopes up about reconciliation. I don't think this is ever going to work between us. Right? You're getting it from things that have happened and from things you've heard. Okay? And then think, well, why would I think he didn't love me? Why would I think I'm stupid? Why would I think I'm not good enough? Why would I think I'm a piece of shit? That's your childhood stuff. The why you're even thinking these things. Okay? And think about what you get triggered by. And what you get triggered by is connected to your childhood stuff. Kimberly's is good, yes. Is remote seduction real? Yes, guys, it's the same as what we're doing here, which is sending thought out. It's just you're doing it in a seductive way. SP said she doesn't love me anymore and definitely moved on. How can I get past this? It doesn't matter what they say, guys. It doesn't matter. It's your old thoughts out their mouth. Did you think at any point that she might have moved on? That's why she said it. Do you think at any point she didn't love you? That's why she said it. Why do I feel the need for approval? Is this due to childhood? But yes, darling, did you have parents who always you had to seek approval from? Either they ignored you a lot and you needed to get their attention. Either they cared a lot about grades or appearance or things that you did. And so you equated your worth with things that they approved of. And they only gave you praise when you did something good, and when you did something bad, you got punished. Any of these things? You weren't given enough attention, and so you do it for attention. You were put down a lot and told you weren't good enough, and therefore you seek approval all the time because you feel not good enough inside yourself. Working solely on self-concept, but have to see SP every day, so it's difficult not to react and live in the end. We'll still work on some SP ones, guys. You've got to still change the story of them. You've got to still see them differently. That's what I say. Self-concept and see them differently. Now, that could be affirmations for them, or it could be the new story. You've still got to see them differently. Not react to the old story when they're in front of you. When they're in front of you a lot, guys, you can't be clinging on to that old story. You can't just be concentrating on your self-concept and not change the story about them. Change the story about them. What's this? When Loz says, your foot hurts, my foot started hurting. Really? How to be less reactive to criticism or when people don't view me the way I do? Look, guys, the reactive to criticism is based on what happened to you as a child, okay? I take criticism really well, more than most people, because I was so used to being criticised. Other people will be like, fuck off. But I'm so used to being criticised, I soak it up. Like, yes, tell me what else is wrong with me. Right? So think about what your childhood was like criticism-wise. Do you have a parent who never criticised you or did criticise you? Where's it coming from? What if he's lying so much you just can't ignore it? Well, Kathleen, what the fuck are you doing with this dickhead? Why have you chosen such a loser who lies to you? Or are you just imagining he lies because you've got a shitty self-concept about men and you can't trust them because you're abused as a child, or you had a father you couldn't trust, or you had a household that was unstable, and it's all based on your shitty thinking and he's not doing anything of the sort and you're just imagining he is? Or if he is a liar and you've ended up with some dickhead who lies to you all the time, I ask you, was your self-concept in the toilet when you met this dude? And you attracted a liar in the first place based on the shitty self-concept you had when you met the fuckwit. And now you're trying to change him, even though he was a royal fuckwit when you met him. Guys, a lot of you are changing absolute assholes. And I wonder, do you still want that guy? Or do you see some redeemable features in this guy? If there's a guy you're with and he's constantly lying to you, I ask you, why are you putting up with that, Kathleen? It's got nothing to do with the guy. It's all to do with you. Oh, I'll just put up with you lying to me. What do I do? What do? You don't stay with a guy like that. And you go and work on your self-concept, and then when he changes, then you consider having him back. Jesus Christ. Writing a news story, affirmations, and what else are good ways to see the news story and version? Oh, hi, Hannah. Writing the news story, affirmations, and what else are good ways to see the news story and version? You can look at their photo and talk to them. You can do imaginary conversations. Hannah, you'd be great at this. Lying in bed, having imaginary conversations with them. Imagine they've got their arms around you. You can smell their smell. You can feel that you're in their arms and they're whispering to you. You can imagine what they're saying to you. You can imagine what you're saying to them in bed. Things like that. Having inner conversations, the whisper technique as well. Okay, that's news stories if they're there. Okay, and they're telling you all the things you wish you could hear. Okay, no, I don't go live with people. What do you think of writing down affirmations? Does that do anything? Not really, guys. You have to think them or say them out loud. How do I change the story of him? Write it down and then think it. Every time you think the old thoughts about them, anytime you think he doesn't love you, anytime you think, oh, he's looking at other girls, anytime you think he's not coming back, anytime you think of the nasty shit he did or said, change it. No, he loves me and only me. He admires me and puts me on a pedestal and treats me like a queen if he didn't treat you well. He only has eyes for me if he was cheating on you, etc. You affirm against it and only see the new version and describe the new version to yourself in your mind constantly. Don't allow those old thoughts in. She also has told me my new SP is a good distraction, which is what I said a while ago. Oh, good. Will affirming also bring up triggers and sadness? Yes, guys, it can. It can really trigger you. I keep turning off my affirmations at night. I'm amazed that it stayed on last night. It can really trigger you guys because it's your old programming that will fight it. Your old programming doesn't like it, and it will trigger you to stop you thinking the new shit. What are affirmations to deal with criticism? Whenever I hear criticism, I never believe it. I never let anyone put me down, and I never put myself down. I just panicked, even though I know it's a reflection of my thought, but it's helped me to, which is now what I'm working on. Okay, I realise I still have inner doubts. Okay, Sarah, good. I affirm I'm wanted to, and guys have always only wanted me sexually. Should I scrap that then? Yeah. I am loved. I am treated like the girlfriend. I'm adored. I am perfect girlfriend material. I would change it to that. But men give me their whole heart, and I give them mine. Wanted is not good if you've been a sexual object. It's absolutely not the right word to use. I wouldn't use it. Hang on, scrolling up. What do you think? I saw that one. Is it good if I'm living in the end all day? Oh, wonderful, darling. If you can do that, holy shit, good for you. What if you feel like you had a good childhood and have no childhood issues? It's not having a good or bad childhood, guys. It's not about that. It's what do you believe about yourself? That's what I need to work out on the calls. You could have had the greatest childhood of all time, but you still will have formed subconscious thinking about yourself by the age of 7. And it forms the character you now are and the thought you now have and the triggers you now have. Now, the triggers might be nothing more than you just don't like it when someone doesn't give you enough love because you got so much love from your parents that when other people don't, you feel weird and it feels unfamiliar. It could be something as simple as that. It could be that you think you had a really good childhood, but actually when I delve on the call, most people end up in tears at the end of the fucking call with me after they've told me that their childhood was so fucking rosy, and then they get on the call with me and they're hysterical by the end of the call. There's always something, guys. I'm sorry. There's always something that's formed who you are. And that's what's forming your relationships now. Got it? Trying to forget old SP story. Good, darling. It's self-concept I'm struggling with. My childhood issues, I have a few. Well, stop saying you're struggling with it. Okay, so guys, look, everyone's got childhood issues, but you've got to figure out what they are and affirm against them and just keep going and going and going and going and stop saying you're struggling. Then you'll struggle. So, what's this? You can tell Loz really cares about us and wants the best, and that's really beautiful. Oh, thanks, Brody. Thanks, darling. My subconscious mind is now reflecting my subconscious. Oh, wow. My subconscious mind is now reflecting my subconscious affirmations. And the SP is not looking that good anymore. And that's what happens, guys. Sometimes they look like a total dick. My ex rang me today. And I was just listening to him on the phone and thinking, oh, dude, you're a bit of a loser. I didn't mean to think that. And he was trying his best, but yeah. I could never see him in the way I saw him before years ago. I just couldn't. My self-concept's too good. Hang on. What are we talking about? What is Brody talking about? I missed it. I missed your original comment. Oh, I'm so lost. I don't know why I don't take criticism well, and I'm not very sensitive when it comes to rude people, and I'm very sensitive when it comes to rude people. So maybe you got criticised a lot as a child and someone belittled you or bullied you, and when people are rude to you, you take everything to heart, okay, because people were harsh to you as a child. Was there anyone who was harsh to you or hard with you, or you weren't allowed to express your feelings? And when you were rude, people were rude to you, or there was a shouty, yelly household, and you actually don't like conflict. Is it that? What did Brody say? And everyone's commenting, and I can't even see it. What did you say, Brody? Where is it? When Loz says, hang on. Oh, about your foot. Is it possible to erase a birthmark affirming? Well, I'll tell you what my mum did when I was a kid. She told me the story, and I was like, this was a manifestation. So my mum's really concerned about appearance. It's a big thing, and now she's in a home and she looks ridiculous and people can't even recognise her because my mum's hair was always immaculate, everything. She reckoned that when I was first born, the first thing she did was check that my ears weren't sticking out. Like as if that's important, okay? And then I had a birthmark on my face. I think it was about here. And in a couple of photos, when I'm a baby, you can see this big red birthmark just here. And apparently it really, really bothered my mum. And it bothered her and bothered her and bothered her and bothered her that one day I just fell out of a pram, smack onto my face, and guess what disappeared? The birthmark, because I landed directly on it. It just went away. And I swear my mum manifested that with her paranoia about appearance. That child is not going to have a birthmark. My child has no birthmark. I do not have a child with a birthmark. Smack. Right on the birthmark. Okay? So she did that. I swear she did that because I should have had a birthmark on my face still. I don't have a birthmark. I don't have any birthmarks. My skin is perfection. My skin is so clear and exactly how I want it to look. Say that, darling. I think I've watched about 3 or 4 of your videos today. Oh, have you, darling? Oh, thanks. Is it okay if I'm living in the end all day? I'll find a picture of me with this birthmark on my face and you'll be like, because they're not meant to just go away like that. They're birthmarks. They're there from birth and they're marks. Yes, I have the body dysmorphia due to my family constant criticizing others and themselves physically. Yep, I've got body dysmorphia too, darling. It's a motherfucker. So say things like, my body is beautiful just the way it is. I've always loved my body unconditionally. That would be hard, but try it. What's good affirmations for getting more contact from SP? I'd like them to talk to me more. They're always talking to me. They need to speak to me every day. They don't feel right. They need to hear my voice. They need to be around me. Things like that, darling. Thank you so much for responding. Are you welcome? What would you affirm when you spend half your childhood blocking the reality out? Yeah, well, I did that. Look. If you don't know, are you saying you don't know what the issues are? If you went to therapy and got hypnotized or did some guided meditations, you probably remember them. Remember the memories that you blocked out, okay? But you can just affirm the things you know you now feel about yourself. You can't remember your childhood stuff, guys. That's why sometimes it's really hard to ask people what their childhood stuff is. They don't know that because they have actually coped by blocking it out. So what are your triggers now? If you're left on red, if you're criticized, etc. If you're criticized, it's probably you have to do some anti-criticism affirmations like I'm perfect just the way I am. If I hear criticism, I never believe it. I brush it off. It's not aimed at me. Things like that. If it's about you don't like conflict or you don't trust people, I can trust the people I love with my heart. I can trust them with my fears and worries if you feel like you can't express yourself, things like that. What's happening? The affirmation you gave me originally, I'm now using as I felt weird about them, but I know... Oh, you felt weird about them. Well, Sarah, I gave them to you for a fucking reason, darling. You said a while ago the ones you don't like you've got to use. So I'm using them. Why the fuck do you think I gave them to you? Guys, there are affirmations I still don't like to say, and I've been doing this since the end of last year really properly. I hate some of them. What's this, Brody, what we're talking about? Is it normal to awaken up feeling a bit shit after listening to self-concept affirmation on the loop all night? It's absolutely normal. I've been doing it a lot. Loz, can you please do calls again? All right, guys, I'll consider it, considering I'm going to be paying double rent as of tomorrow. Can you just live in the end and not affirm, or is it both important together? You can just live in the end and not affirm. Absolutely. But you've got to be vigilant throughout the day that you don't have McDonald's of the brain. That you're not allowing the old negative thoughts to creep in that question your living in the end thoughts. So whilst you're living in the end, guys, the reason why you have to affirm is because you don't want to throw yourself from this living in the end. You don't want to doubt the living in the end scene, the living in the end reality. You will doubt it constantly because you'll think, well, no, he's not here. What are you talking about, you dumb bitch? You're fat and ugly. He told you he doesn't love you. No one likes you. Why would he be coming back? This living in the end scene is fucking ridiculous. Why are you even imagining that? Just give up. That's the thought you'll be having if you don't affirm. You get it? You've really got to be strong with your non-negative thinking if you're going to just live in the end all day. And go ahead. If you think that you don't have any negative thoughts, go ahead and don't affirm. Nightmare last night, yeah. I'm affirming Ryan Reynolds is my friend and had a dream about him and hanging out after my nightmare last night. Going to say this and affirm I don't sound stupid because you guys can only understand this stuff. What's this? Going to say this? I'm going to say what, Brody? I can't see it. But when I was affirmed for SP and getting him back, my thoughts centered. What are you talking about? I can't see what you're saying. Hang on, what did you say? That's so funny your mum did that. My grandma used to tell my mum she needed to get my ears pinned. Yep, my mum's paranoid about that. Like, my mum's that vain. And the birthmark would have just been like horrific to her. Oh my God, what do I do with the child with the birthmark? Oh, thanks, Kat, darling, for the flowers. Where is Brody's comment that everyone's commenting on? I cried on both our calls, Loz. More on the second, dug deep in that one. Yeah, the second calls are actually with some people. If you had a really early call with me where I wasn't pushing you too hard, I was being too nice. Some of the people have got back on calls with me and I've really made them cry on the second call. Some people have gone away, realised they didn't tell me enough. We just spoke about their SP too much. Then they've come back on the second call and been like, now we have to talk about me because I've watched a lot more of your videos and we didn't talk about me enough. You let me talk too much about the SP. And I'm like, yeah, sorry, I know I did. On a couple of the early calls, for probably the first maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I did let people crap on about their SPs a bit too much. Theta phase, growing up to 7 years old. Yes, Rupi, yes. I can't see what Brody's saying, so I can't comment on it because I don't know what everyone's saying. Every time I visualise him and I together, I start smiling and feeling better. It's so amazing. Oh, wonderful, Emma. I love that. She also told me SP's friend is stalking me and he's 100% inputting. I'm like, I thought this too. Oh, really? Hi from Montana. Oh, hi. Hang on, guys. I'm scrolling down. Sorry, I'm so tired. I am literally toast. My childhood issue, I'm never good enough or pretty enough. Everyone else is better than me. Advice. I am beautiful just the way I am. I've always been told how pretty I am. I never compare myself to others because no one is like me. There's no girl in the whole world like me. I am more than good enough. I never seek anyone's approval. I know I'm enough just as I am. Those, darling. That makes sense. Thank you. Good. Did someone coach you? I did go to one of Sammy's coaches for my body dysmorphia. There was one coach who I really loved one of her videos once, and she delved really deep into her issues with her SP based on her body, and I had a call with her based purely on that because I knew that her issue and my issue was similar, and what she had said on the video really, really impacted me, and I thought she's the person I need to speak to about this because this is still my thing, and even therapy hasn't knocked this out of me yet. And yeah, it was helpful because it was someone who had issues akin to me. I did that last year at some point. It was very helpful. Do you approve the Nevolution channel? Yes, Nevolution on Lila doing Neville's lectures on YouTube. Very good channel, guys. Nevolution. Yes, please do calls. I've been affirming that you will start them again. Okay, guys, I'll think about it. I've been debunking my past and doing affirmations, and my ex requested me on Facebook. Oh, Alyssa, I love it. Wonderful. I told my dad about what was said yesterday, and he laughed when I said about the blue balloons, and he was like, that could be Ryan coming back. What blue balloons? What are you talking about? Blue balloons? I don't want SP anymore. Attention is flowing. Oh, guys, it happens. Hello, sweetheart. Happy Sunday. Oh, thank you, darling. Happy Sunday to you. I'm trying to manifest little things just to see if I'm able. Nothing yet. What am I doing wrong? You're thinking you're doing it wrong. That's what you're doing wrong. Stop saying that. You could affirm for a free coffee and don't get one for 3 weeks. You could affirm someone wears purple and they don't do it. They do it straight away. It comes in its own time, guys. Stop beating yourself up. Gonna go affirm. My son doesn't fight me on school returning. Bye, guys. Oh, Kat. Oh, school's going back. Oh, yeah. What's this? And he was like, it can't be a new baby. What are you talking about, Sarah? My SP got back with his ex and I miss him so much. I'm new to manifesting. What should I affirm? See yourself and him together. Forget about the third party. Forget about the ex. Affirm that you and he are together. And I want you to work on the shitty self-concept that caused the breakup in the first place. What thoughts were you having about yourself? What fearful thoughts were you having during the relationship that caused the relationship to break up? And then affirm against that shit, darling. Like, I am more than good enough. I am so loved and wanted. I am chosen. I'm always made the priority, etc. Depending on what happened and what fears you were having. What do you affirm when you don't feel intimidated by people? So you don't feel intimidated by people. I'm so confident in my own skin. I can say what I want with confidence. When I walk in a room, everyone takes notice. No one is bigger or better than me. When God made me, he broke the mold. There's no one like me. No one intimidates me. There is no competition in my reality. I don't compare myself to others because no one's like me. Guys, you've really got to step into the state of there is no competition. You create the competition with your thinking. There literally is no competition until you create it. So if you feel intimidated, you're actually competing and feeling like, oh, that person's better than me. I am more than good enough. No one is better than me. So that's right. How to make SP call me more and respect me? Do I just keep affirming? Well, if they don't respect you, darling, that's a problem with your self-concept. And calling you more, just say they're constantly calling and texting you, but work on your self-concept that you feel respected. Thank you, Loz. You're welcome, Dizzy. Oh, God, sorry, guys. I'm going to go to bed in a minute. You know what I did? I chucked on bloody TikTok at 3:30 and Heather the lawyer was on a live and I sat there for an hour and a half watching her live at 3 in the morning. What an idiot. My subconcept is on fire, hanging out with SP. However, it's still not where I want SP to be. Must be on hard Chan. Must be hard Chan. Don't worry about it, darling. Look, they take a while to catch up sometimes, the new version. Just slowly catchy monkey. Trust me. Don't push it. See the new version. It's all right, Loz. Brody doesn't even know what Brody's talking about. What do you affirm? So I saw that one. My new boyfriend. Hang on. What do you affirm? I saw that one. I affirmed for flowers weeks ago and got a package and they put baby's breath in it. Oh, lovely, darling. An addiction to the family. What are you talking about, Sarah? And about September and the number 8. And November and blue balloons. Oh, God. What? This is what the medium was saying. Can we do a quick affirmation rant? Yes, absolutely. For yourself, do it. Rampage yourself. Absolutely. I'm not going to do one right now because I've got a sugar crash. Can you see? I'm like half asleep. A lemon tart and 2 wines. I'm like, I feel like someone's hit me with a bus. Plus I got up at 3:30. Finding it hard to let go of the old story even after burning it. Any advice? The burning it isn't the key, guys. It's the thinking of the new story. You can burn it all you like, but you've got to put new thoughts in. Are you thinking of the new story every time that old thought comes in? That's why it's not working. My narc came back with all change. Does that mean I'm doing something right? Yes, guys, if the narcs come into your reality all changed, that was you. They change in your reality because of you. So don't tell me you can't change a narc because I've changed a heap. Okay? They will be beautiful to you. They will treat you beautifully. They'll be nice to you and do things for you and give things to you and stop talking just incessantly about themselves. And they'll make time for you because your self-concept has changed. I've done it at least 3 times. With 3 narc guys. What if first version was great, end version was yuck? Do you manifest it for the version you met? Yes, because you fucked it up, Shell. Guys, you've got to realise the version you met that was great is the real them. This other version, the end version, that was you. You did that with your shitty thinking about yourself and him and what you think men think of you and what you think relationships are like for you and what you think of you and what you think he thinks of you. You created that end guy. So go back to the original guy. Guys, if your guy was great in the beginning, if your SP was great in the beginning, if your girl was great in the beginning, go back to that version. Go back to that version. They were perfect for you. You don't have to change it and think, you don't have to make up and conjure up a new them. Think of the old them. That's the real them. You fucked them up with your thinking. Go back to that. Focus on that. Focus on that. Things he did for me, things he said to me, the way he treated me, the way he made me feel safe and loved and warm and wanted. That's what he is. That's who he is. Got it? Yes. Got it, Joe? 109 viewers. Oh, God. Afternoon, Selena. Hi, anyone, KJ? How can you effectively work on self-concept? Feel like I say acts just for the sake of it. Well, you are saying it sometimes feeling like it's just for the sake of it, but it's to fill in your old thinking, guys. Sometimes it does feel, oh, God, how long am I going to have to do this for? But you've got to think, well, has it turned up yet or not? Well, I guess I better think the new thoughts. They're just new thoughts, guys. They're not a chore. If you feel like you're doing it for the sake of it and it feels like a chore, you're kind of doing it a bit wrong. What could the childhood root of indecisiveness be? People made you feel like you were going to fail, or they criticised you a lot or put you down and made you feel like nothing was good enough. So you can't actually make a decision because you're too scared of the reaction of others or failing. Okay, the indecisiveness is from a feeling of, I can't do this right. Either you were told you were stupid, did things wrong, you had a mother like mine who used to refold the towels after you folded the towels up, or re-clean the house after you cleaned it, or told you that you didn't do it right. And then you're scared of failing. You can't start. You can't make a decision because you're scared of the outcome. My new boyfriend treats me so good. How do I keep things this way? Don't assume it's not going to stay that way, darling. Why are you even asking that question? In that question is fear. Okay? Oh my God, it might go to shit. This is too good to be true. I think I hear that on every second call. It was too good to be true. Why do you think it's too good to be true? Why aren't you putting yourself on a pedestal and thinking I'm the queen and I should deserve this treatment because this is not too good to be true? It's exactly what should be true. I'm too fucking good to be true. Wow, that's good. Indecisiveness. Yes, indecisiveness. I have blocked my SP. Is that a good thing when doing self-concept? No, darling. Why'd you do that? Why'd you block them? Guys, I don't fucking understand this blocking business. Is it because you've got no self-control whatsoever and so you feel you have to block them? Is it because they were being a dick to you? What is the reason? Do you have no self-control? Look, you don't have to block them, guys, but if you really need to block them, well, do it and then work on your self-concept. Yes. How to make affirmations not feel like a chore. Don't do them like a robot. Do them with some oomph. With decreeing a thing. I am loved and wanted. No one would dare to lose me. I am too special to lose. Say them like that, guys. Like you're telling a friend, like, listen, motherfucker, this is who I am and I'm the fucking best. You don't say like I am loved and wanted, like robots. Please don't say like robots. I think my own fear got me ghosted from SP. Now I'm wanting back. Yes, guys. How do I stop my divorce? Imagine you're not divorced, darling. Imagine that he loves you. Imagine he still stays. Don't even imagine being divorced. Get rid of the word out of your brain. You're awesome motivator. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, darling. All right, guys. I've really got to go because I'm literally about to pass out. Sorry, guys. Please do follow me if you don't follow me already. I go live twice daily, and normally I've got a lot more energy than this. It's probably the first live no one's written, I love your energy, because I have zero energy right now. And guys, you can watch all these lives back in the Facebook group, Subconscious Laws. We're almost at 3,000 members. Oh, exciting. And it's in the Facebook, it's on Facebook, Subconscious Laws, same name as my account, or it's the links in my bio. And I save all these lives in there. And you can ask questions in the Q&A forum. I'll be posting a new Q&A forum tomorrow for you to post your questions in. But you can find it in topics, and you can find all the videos in topics under TikTok and Facebook Lives, because I go live on Facebook on Fridays. All right, guys. Thanks so much. I've got to go. Bye. Oh, yeah. And good luck in the Euros. UK. Come on, England. See you guys.